Are monsters real? False. All right. What's going on, friends? Logan Myers here from Cinephellas.com, returning to talk about the excellent year of horror. 2016 has been named the year of horror for many reasons. And today, more importantly, I'm talking about the newest film by Bryan Bertino. The Monster is a little different compared to other films this year. It's more of a psychological ride and in a depressing state and a really bad relationship between a mother and her daughter. The mother is Kathy, played by Kazan, and her daughter Lizzie, played by Ballentine. And from the get-go of the movie, from the start, we see the relationship between this mother and her daughter. It's broken, it's dysfunctional, and it's really depressing. The mother is an alcoholic, somewhat of a drug addict, and her daughter is more of the adult in this relationship. She's the parent. She's always taking care of her mom and, waking her up and telling her, she needs to start her day and things like that, and their relationship's really, really rough. And you feel for this little girl, you feel bad for her. And they set off to go to the kid's dad's house so basically she can live there. And you start to see flashbacks of their relationship between mother and daughter. I mean, it's really, really bad. The mother and the daughter just have this really, really shitty relationship. And there's some flashback scenes, when they're driving to the dad's house, they're going back to their relationship and how it became to what it is today in current time. And, it's just them bickering and fighting back and forth. And they have this screaming match where they're yelling "fuck you" at each other for like 10 minutes straight. And it's really toxic for a young kid like this to be around that, a mother that is not dependable. And Bryan Bertino does this very well. He creates this atmosphere and this underlying depression that makes your fucking chest, feel heavy. And, he's done that in a few films, and it goes at a film in a different way compared to others of the genre. And in this film specifically, there's like two layers. There's two worlds here. There's the past, where these flashbacks are showing the mother and daughter and their troubled relationship, and to the current layer with them driving to the dad's house. And, it just gives you an overall sense of what's going on and why this daughter wants to get the hell away from her unstable mother. And of course, there are some horror cliches in this film. They're driving down a desolate, dark and rainy road at night, trying to get to the dad's house. Of course, there's no other way to get there. It's out in the middle of the woods. They run into this, it looks like a dire wolf. It's a huge fucking wolf they run into, kill it. So they crash and they're freaked out in the car, and the dead wolf is on the road. And of course, they got to go look to check to see if it's alive or not, like all the other horror movies. And what they soon noticed is there was a tooth in the wolf before they even hit it. So maybe it was already dying. Maybe they just finally put it to rest. But what they encounter is this huge freaking tooth. It looks like from a dinosaur, like a velociraptor or something like that. And they're all freaked out, and they, want to get the hell out of there. Their car's broken down now. They fucked up the front of their car. So, and from this point on to the end of the film is where it really picks up. It has the horror aspect to the film, which something's out there in the woods lurking, and they've seen all the signs of something lurking out there, and it's watching them, and they soon realize what happened to the wolf? Where'd the wolf go? So that opens up the rest of the story. And it was shot really, really nicely. You have the dark, desolate road, you have dim lighting, you have thunder and rain going on the windshield, and you hear these growling sounds. And there was some homage to other films, Jurassic Park being one of them, the way that they're in the car and it's raining and the dinosaurs walking, you see the water shaking. There's some throwbacks to that in this film, and also Alien, the Alien film. You can definitely see certain angles, the way they shot it, you can see some reference to Ridley Scott's Alien. And we get to actually see this creature. It's a creature feature. It's all practical effects. There's no CGI. You can see the actors were actually working with a person in a suit, and the creature looked really well done. It was pretty eerie looking. I can see why they went the practical effect route. It worked nicely in this film, and, you know, creating another element of horror to the other metaphorical meaning of this movie. And I think it was kind of predictable with the overall message from, you know, already in the movie, what happens. But I'm not going to spoil that for you if you have not seen this movie. But, you know, with the metaphorical meaning and the actual creature that they encounter in the woods on this dark and dreadful night, it's, you know, it was an overall good premise and a good story. And for the most part, the acting across the board was excellent. Zoe Kazan and Ella Ballentine were very, very convincing in these characters, and through addiction and of really bad relationships and family, you know, you can overcome that and get out of that situation, and things might come in your way, but, you know, in the end, you can get out of any bad situation. And overall, the camera work, the practical effects, the acting, you know, the overall message and story in this film were top notch. A very, very good indie film. What about you guys? Have you guys seen The Monster? What did you like? What did you not like? If you haven't seen it, you should go definitely check it out. I wouldn't steer you wrong, especially in this genre. Overall, I am giving The Monster a 3.5 out of 5 hair pieces. And remember to follow Cinephellas for all TV, movie news, and reviews that we post each day on our website. So keep up to date with us. We got some big things coming your way in 2017, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, this is the one and only Logan Myers signing out. Cheese!